3, 2, 1.
So when I was on my vacation, I got some new kicks. Hey, these are fire. I forget the name of the brand, but these kicks are fire. I also got some Nike lows, which I really like. So shoes. So I'm making dinner and I accidentally turned the knob all the way. Why can I let the microwave run for 95 minutes? What? In what world would I need that? Okay, good morning. Today is Wednesday. Still trying to get my sleep schedule all under control. Plan for today, I have a meeting in the afternoon to go over some stuff that I missed while I've been away. And then I'm also doing some remote observing. It'll be a cool experience to see how observing is really done for like an hour or so. And then in the evening, I need to work my poster. I've been in contact with my old BU advisor, and he's giving me some tips and tricks on how to improve my poster. So need to go do that because the conference is coming up in a couple weeks. So back and already busy and back in some. All right, back, done with day one back. Busy day today. I spent the morning kind of just organizing my folders and everything because I realized it's in a big mess and that organization is key. And then I had joined in on the remote observing of Uranus that was happening. The first 20 minutes or so were probably the most interesting, where you deal with all the setup and everything, and then the rest you kind of just let it guide. So we kind of just sat around and chatted for a little bit, and then quick lunch break, and then meeting with some people regarding another project, and that went well. Okay, good morning. Today is Thursday. You can't see, but it's drizzling a little bit. Today's kind of busy, actually. I'm gonna work on some stuff for my poster that's coming up. I'll show you my poster that I'm working on. And then I need to figure out some stuff so that my collaborator can figure out some things on his end in terms of this limb fitting procedure. And then after that, on top of that, I also need to continue on my own PhD research project and see if I can use reflected sunlight as a way to determine the limb of Jupiter. Just trying a bunch of different ways to see if we can figure it out. And yeah. Okay, so I'm not a big salad guy, but I am trying to eat a little bit healthier. So I got some salad and fish as a compromise.
Okay, so I'm currently working on like 4 projects simultaneously, and I wanted to show you what I'm working on.
So the first one, this is I'm working with my limb fitting collaborator, and I today was just going over again and explaining to myself so I can explain it later how exactly I find this slit in this image, and how I produce this line. And then this is for my heat maps of intensities. Basically, I have a problem right now where I think the magnitudes of my values are too high. So I emailed a collaborator who got back to me and gave me some steps to check my flux calibrations. And without getting too technical, a flux calibration basically allows you to turn the detector counts into real physical quantities. And I think I messed up in the conversion somewhere. So I was trying to adjust, like these values look good, but for some of them they're a little high. So I think he got back to me and he said that all my other steps, like all these steps look good, everything looks good. It's just that if there's any problem, it's probably with my original star spectrum. So that's something I need to go back and look at as well. And then I was also working on an approach using reflected sunlight to do the limb fitting. Obviously, I just showed you that there was a project I'm working with my collaborator, but my Newcastle advisor wanted me to try this other approach where I use reflected sunlight. So I was reading about this method that
someone had used in their work, and I think I understand it now, and then hopefully in the future soon I'm going to implement this, i.e. this weekend or tomorrow maybe perhaps. And then lastly, I would need to make some new figures for my poster for EPSC, which is coming up, and this is what the plots should look like. And I haven't messed with this code in like 2 years, and I wanted to change some things, and I changed some things, and it's not as good. So I've been trying to figure out why my plot is not plotting what I want it to plot. And this is kind of where I'm at right now. This is kind of the last step of the day for me.
Good morning. Today is Friday and not on my little walk. I'm coming to you from this random classroom that I like. I've had a busy morning already. I don't know if I've told you guys or not, but I'm an STFC, UKRI STFC funded PhD student. And STFC has this summer school that STF students can go to for free. So I'm going to that at the beginning of September before my conference. So I was just emailing and just sorting out a bunch of logistics for that. And then after that, I was able to fix some of my IDL code that wasn't working.
Okay, so I spent most of the day working on this figure actually. I figured out why I wasn't plotting anything, and it's very hard to tell. But I added this red line. Ooh. And yeah, that took me like the whole day. So hopefully Boss Man likes it, so then I can move on and put it on the poster.
All right, once I made my figure, I went rock climbing with some of the guys, and I'm tired, I'm very out of shape, and gonna do nothing for the rest of tonight, and back to it again tomorrow morning.
Okay, so I just bought this new fancy thermos. I want to start drinking coffee and I want to bring it to work. So I bought this new fancy thermos. But interestingly enough, I'm a little confused. This was on the bottle and this came with it. Look at this. It says it's dishwasher safe, okay? But I'm a little confused. Hand wash only. This product is not dishwasher safe. What is this? False advertising? What is this?
So, very rudimentary coffee. Literally just the pot of water and ground beans. Let's see. It smells terrible. Let's taste. Oh, and that tastes terrible also.
Saturday, other than the coffee this morning, really slow morning. It's about like 11 now, but off to the gym and then back to work.
All right, I actually ended up having a pretty busy Saturday. I was kind of at the office for a lot longer than I thought it would be, but it was really productive, which was really good. And then did some shopping, and then look what I got. I got the keys to my new place, finally. So I'll be moving in like a week or two probably. Say goodbye to the dorm